Welcome back to the Red Crew. It's your boy Chesco. I'm here with Luis. We are the Red Crew, and we are back to preview another UFC event. This time it will be UFC.
No, what is it? UFC what?
How much loss this can be?
What was the last one that you remember it being?
The last one I remember was Brock Lesnar versus Sam Hunt, UFC 200.
Okay, what was the?
And from there on, it's been like 4 years. So
okay.
I have no idea.
Do you remember which one was the one that we went to?
Yeah, UFC Utah.
200 and what?
63.
Close. That was 291. This one is 293.
Okay.
UFC 293.
We are here to preview UFC 293, Adesanya versus Strickland.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, will we be here? We won't be here. I won't be here.
They're gonna be here on Saturday?
I can't be here. Well, we'll talk about. Can you be here?
I don't know yet.
Because Ray can.
Okay. Originally, I wasn't gonna be able to, but things might have changed. So I need to figure.
You put your foot down?
Things-
It's about damn time.
things might have
That's
changed.
my boy.
Things
Yeah,
might have
what
changed.
happened? No, fuck this fight. What happened?
I'm not gonna talk about it.
What do you mean? No, I never expected this day to happen. I'm like a proud dad. You finally put your foot down. Kids, listen to me real quick. I'm gonna talk. Like Luis was not the type of guy to put his foot down. He's the cater to my woman over everything, right?
That's not true.
And except cheating. But besides that, cater to my woman over everything. And then he bought a pair of Jordans and everything changed.
Now I got 3.
And then 3 pairs of Jordans and now he's like, no, well, he probably.
yeah, let's be respectful.
Okay, not that much. No, woman. I told you not to do something. You went and did it. Now there's consequences to your actions, right?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I feel like that's how this story went.
I feel all the swag
Yeah,
in me. I feel like
I feel like I was there.
All right, we'll talk later why you can't make it.
I'm proud of Luis, man. All right, so we might be here, people. We might be here, okay? Ray will be here. Luis, the new man that he is, big dick and everything, will be here. And a couple other people may be here because they did hit me up. So,
cool.
All right, much better. I'm liking this. I was in.
So we might almost definitely be here on Saturday.
All right, so we're here. We're gonna preview real quick. What is this fight?
We have starting at the light heavyweight bout. It's gonna be Tyson Pedro versus Anton Turkalj.
I say from now on, I read the names.
Okay, well, you asked me, so I figured I would go ahead.
But this is your job, so I think you.
What is this one? How do you say this one?
I can't
Maybe we
see
should
them.
go. You know how like.
Yeah, maybe we should look them up.
No, you know whenever you
Turkalj?
graduate high school or college, they call out all the names during the ceremony. If there's a name that the person that's reading out the names doesn't really know how to say, they'll call him and say, "Hey, how do you say this name?" And maybe we should go over this beforehand.
Anton Turkalj. 2 very good looking
Turkalj?
guys.
Good looking?
Very good looking guys, if I may add.
I don't think so.
Hater.
Call it what you want.
It's Tyson Pedro, Luke Rockhold, Anton Turkalj,
You put Tyson Pedro in that
Chesco.
within that pedigree?
What pedigree?
The pedigree of Luke Rockhold,
Luke Rockhold's number
Paulo
1.
Costa.
Luke Rockhold's number 1. Paulo Costa is top 5 for sure. But his personality is not there. And ladies, you know that's what we look at.
That's what you told your lady?
No.
You said ladies, that's what we look at.
No, I mean as a humanity.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so like I said, Luke Rockhold, Tyson Pedro,
I wouldn't put Tyson Pedro within those
Anton. What's
those
his name?
names. And definitely not Anton Turkalj.
Why not? Because he's white?
No. I don't know. He doesn't have like...
Anton Turkalj and Chesco. Top 4.
I think you're seeing him as a good-looking guy because maybe to you it feels like he has like stereotypical good looks, but I can't see him being a stereotypical.
Oh, stereotypical. What?
Like
What?
a Brad Pitt.
Well, Brad Pitt's a good looking.
No, that's a stereotypically good-looking dude.
Hey, so you're saying he looks like Brad Pitt, but he's not good looking?
I'm saying you're probably putting him like in the stereotypically good-looking dudes.
Because they're good looking.
I don't see this guy as being like, maybe I can see Tyson Pedro. Tyson Pedro is good looking, But I wouldn't put him up there with the Paulo Costas, the Chescos, the Luke Rockhold.
Yeah, there's levels, bro.
Yeah.
Got you. All right. Tyson Pedro. Well, you know how there's this stigma that apparently, I don't know because I'm not black, but they say that a lot of black people think that they can beat any white dude up.
I've heard of that.
That's what I think about Samoan people.
Yeah.
Not that they can beat any white dude up, that they can beat anybody up.
So, you think it's like when it comes to stigmas, it's like Russians, then Samoans, then black people?
And I don't even necessarily think that Russians are tougher than Samoans. I just think Samoans are way nicer than Russians.
Agreed.
So that can kind of like supersede it a little bit. But it's like Samoans and Russians are right there.
But we have said from the get-go, the Russians are built differently.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Would you say
that? I'm not saying Samoans are above Russians. I'm just not.
You say like they're built in the same factory, but just different sections of the factory?
Exactly. It's like Russians are super tough, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Samoans are super tough. But the thing that sometimes makes Samoans not look super tough is that
how nice they are.
Is that they're super nice. You know what I mean?
And do you think Russian people are nice just because their accent they get like mistaken as being mean?
No, I just think they're mean.
You met a lot of Russians?
Yeah, man. Ever since Rocky IV, like if he dies, he dies. Ever since Rocky IV, I'm sorry, Russians.
What was the name of the Russian in Rocky IV?
Drago. If he dies, he dies. Ever since that, man, I just can't. I'm sorry. All right, but yeah, I'm going with the Samoan, which is gonna be a bad trend because there's a lot of Samoans on here.
There is. The card is in New Zealand, so of course. Yeah, I go with Tyson Pedro too.
Okay.
Heavyweight bout. The next fight is gonna be Justin Tafa versus Austin Lane.
Justin Tafa versus Austin Lane. Again, I'm sorry.
For me, it's not the fact that he's Samoan, but it's the fact that he's Justin Tafa.
For me, it's the fact that he's Samoan, and yeah, him being Justin Tafa helps.
Yeah. But
I think it's more important that he's Samoan.
Okay. Yeah.
Damn, that guy's black.
Next fight.
Hey, put it on camera, man, so people don't think I'm racist.
Next fight is.
Can you put this
Wait, let me finish.
So they can see?
Manel Cape versus Felipe dos Santos. But this is what they have right here, because I guess they haven't had his. I guess they haven't taken his picture yet.
I don't want people to think I'm racist.
You can't even focus on it. There you go. Either way, you can see that there's not somebody really in there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If anything, I don't think he's black because he's Felipe dos Santos. It's definitely Brazilian. I can see right here.
Okay. There's black people in Brazil.
That's true.
Yeah. See. So, who is it?
Manel Cape versus Felipe dos Santos. How would you pronounce that? Manel Cape? Cape?
Yeah, Manel Cape. Felipe dos Santos. Yeah. Or he's from Portugal, so Cape maybe.
Cape, that's what I said. Cape.
I
don't know much about
I don't know either one of them. Why are they fighting third?
Manel Cape is supposed to be number 10 in a flyweight bout.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So let's go with him.
Yeah. That's a good
what number is the other guy?
He's not ranked.
Yo, you don't even got a picture.
So true.
Why
they got him out of the contenders.
Why is number 10 fighting the guy without a picture?
He's not even ranked.
Damn. All right.
Okay, the next bout is going to be Tai Tuivasa versus Alexander Volkov for the heavyweight bout. It's a heavyweight bout. Who do you got in this one?
Well, I got Alexander Volkov, but honestly, it could go either way. It could be what is that?
Tai Tuivasa.
Tai Tuivasa. Yeah. What I'm noticing is that this fight card, you got Tyson Pedro on it, you got Justin Tafa on it, you got Tai Tuivasa on it. It starts at 9, right? The card, the main card.
I should say on here, huh?
Yeah, the main card starts.
Yeah, it's at 9. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be done by like 10:30.
Yeah, those are all heavy hitters.
Yes, it could be done by like 10.
All heavy hitters.
Like, I don't see 3 of these first 4 fights. I don't see going past the first round. Like.
Okay. Yeah, the first 4 fights.
Yeah, so.
Tai Tuivasa versus Alexander Volkov. How many times has Tai Tuivasa gone to the 5th round or to the 3rd round?
I would say never, but
I think he's gone there like at least once.
yeah, it's a good thing to see. But you can see
Let's
his
see.
record,
Let's see.
right?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm about to see if I can see his record. Yeah, against Gone.
Against who?
Gone.
No,
Cyril Gane.
he got finished.
But he went to the third round. That's what I'm saying.
When did he finish the fight?
4 minutes 23 seconds. of the
Oh
third round.
man, when did he went to the end of the fight?
Oh, I can tell. Oh, versus Ivanov. I don't know who that is.
They went 3 rounds.
Yeah, Baglo Ivanov.
Who won?
It doesn't say.
They probably didn't even fight.
You're probably right. This is the decision.
Okay, let me see this.
Yeah, that's weird.
Damn, it's crazy.
It doesn't say. I'm not crazy, am I?
Well, you are,
But not about that.
it's crazy. It doesn't say.
Or for the fight before that. And the fight before that was a submission. So somebody had to win.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't Tai. It's crazy. UFC's tripping.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go with Tai. Never mind. I'm gonna go with Tai just because I'm gonna go with my Samoan rule. But again, that's where like fighting a Russian doesn't help. Like
Yeah, that's like the two
things offset. But I'm not.
But Tai Tuivasa isn't Samoan. He's Australian.
You could be Samoan from Australia.
Just like you can be Nigerian from New Zealand.
No.
Or New Zealand from
Because Samoan is not a country.
Samoa. Samoa's a country.
No, okay, Samoan. Yeah, Samoa is a country, but Samoan is not a country. Like,
Explain that to me.
no, because yes, there's a Samoan, like Indian and Indian, right? Not all Indians came from India.
Okay.
That's the same thing with Samoans. Like there's billions of Samoans in Hawaii.
Okay.
There's billions of Samoans in New Zealand.
But then you can definitely say a Nigerian in New Zealand.
Yeah, no, but okay, but so that's what I'm saying. Like, being an Indian is more of, I don't know what to call it. Is it a race?
Being an Indian is a race.
Right?
Race is what, where you came from or where you were born, or ethnicity is like
more like ethnicity, right? But there's also the Indian from India who's just a nationality.
Oh, nationality, yeah.
Okay, there is no race of Nigerian.
You're
There's
ethnicity. No,
there's nationality. Yes, there's no race of New Zealander.
I want to plead ignorance in this one.
But there is a race of Samoan. Is what I'm saying.
I mean, okay, I'll take your word for it.
Well, I'm not sure either. I'm just saying. I do know that Samoans come from Hawaii a lot, right?
There's a lot of Samoans in Hawaii.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure if Samoa is a country. Is it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Is it?
All I know is that in wrestling, there's a lot of Samoans that come from the Anunnaki family, which is the same family that the Rock came from. That the Roman Reigns came from. That the Usos came from. That Umaga came from.
Okay, no. Samoa is an island.
Okay, so we're right about that.
So it is not in Hawaii.
It's not.
Because that was an idea. That was a question I had.
Oh no, it's not.
It's not in Hawaii.
No, because then Samoa would be a city.
So I'm gonna ask: is Samoan a race?
I think Pacific Islander. Islander.
Oh
yeah.
No, Samoan
it's a ethnicity.
A race. Okay, more than 85,000 indicated that they were Samoan. One race. Pacific Islanders make up 0.13. Okay, so they are a race.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. There is no race of Nigerian. There is no race of New Zealander.
We figured it out.
I figured I'm a genius. I'm never wrong. I'm never wrong.
So I want Tai Tuivasa to win, but the odds right now are on Alexander Volkov.
Yeah. Hey, funny story about the UFC as well. So I saved ET. I don't know if it's true, but in my mind, millions of dollars.
Millions? Okay.
He texts me, and I'm gonna show you so you don't think I'm lying. So he's like, "Hey, look." He's like, "Hey, what do you know about the chick that Rose is fighting?" Since I'm a good friend, I replied, "I'm like, she's pretty cute, but she's not my type." And then he's like, "You think she beats Rose? Cause she's favored over Rose, so I'm thinking about putting money on Rose. I'm like, no, don't do that. She's bigger and she's a beast. And of course I had to gloat. Then I'm like, did you put money on Rose? He's like, thankfully no. I'm like, I'm always saving you. He sends me a middle finger emoji. I'm like, why am I always right? He sends me 2 middle fingers emoji.
That's the one for every million. Yeah. Right? The first one is 1 million, and the second one's like, oh,
I really feel like I saved them millions of dollars. I don't know. That's how I look at that story.
Okay.
All right. So, all that to say, I'm always right.
So, if you're always right, what round does the Tai Tuivasa versus Alexander Volkov fight?
Oh, 1.
First round?
First round.
You don't think it even goes to the second round?
I don't think it goes to the second round. I just don't know who wins, but
I think it goes to the second round.
I don't think it goes to the second round.
I think it goes to the second round. I think going into the fight, Tai Tuivasa is going to be a little reserved, trying to figure out the game.
Hey, I freaking called the Sean O'Malley thing.
You did Sean
like
Sean
to
O'Malley.
the T.
I mean, not to the T.
I described it perfectly.
You described the second round. That's all you said.
No, I said he was going to shoot, not get it, and get knocked out in the second round. That's exactly what happened.
Who? Sterling?
Who else was in shoot? There? No, the ref.
No, I get it. But you said it like he was going to shoot.
Yeah.
That Sean O'Malley was going to shoot.
No, why would Sean O'Malley shoot?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to clarify.
No, of course it's Aljamain Sterling.
Anyways, so Tai Tuivasa second round. I say Tai Tuivasa second round.
I say I don't know who, but first round.
Oh, no, yes. I don't know who. Second round.
Okay.
All right. The main event of the evening is going to be for the championship, the middleweight title bout. Israel Adesanya versus Sean Strickland.
I think first round. Adesanya. I just feel like Strickland is made perfect for Adesanya. He walks straight forward. He has no head movement. He really, literally walks straight into punches to the best counter puncher maybe ever.
How many rounds did he last with Pereira?
None.
He was first round?
Yeah, first round. So
he's supposed to be training with Pereira.
Yeah, but I can go train with Pereira. It's not gonna make a difference. Right?
Do you think as a fighter who you might like, let's say you're fighting the champion, so but I'm over here and I'll train with you because I've also fought the champion, right? So you have the next up, right? Do I train you or do I train with you to my full potential? Because if you win, maybe I can get another shot because I beat you.
Okay, so you're saying that you beat me, but I'm fighting for the title because you lost to him.
Yes. So do you think I go ahead and teach you everything that I know? Do you think that I try to make sure that you win against this other guy?
But there's no that wouldn't happen. That's a
let's say in a situation like this, let's say Strickland for whatever
the reason
reason
Pereira and Strickland are fighting anymore because they're in different divisions now. They're not gonna fight each other again.
Oh.
Okay. And that's why you don't train with a guy you might fight. Like unless he's like your teammate. And honestly, you just kind of fight him because you have to. You don't plan on it. Like, if you're the top two in the world.
Isn't that what Marab didn't do? Marab said, you know what, I'm not going to fight him.
But that's him. But most people won't do that. Like, it's like it happened. Usman fought his teammate. Woodley fought his teammate. Like, you have to fight. John Jones fought his teammate. You have to fight your teammate sometimes. And it's your job.
You think you have an upper hand on the fight?
I think you do know what. If you're honest with yourself, it's two things. I think the guy who's better knows that he's better, and the guy who's not better, if he's honest with himself, has to.
He knows that he's not there.
He knows that he has to do something different. I can't just go do what I'm good at.
Or what I do in practice the whole time. You have to change something up.
Exactly. No,
because the person in practice already knows what your weaknesses are.
No, and we've already done them. Like it's not even more of my weaknesses. It's just like everything. Like we've repeated it over and over and over and over again. So we already know how this ends. Yeah. So if I already know how this ends and it's not good for me, then I can't go do that. I have to pull a Hail Mary and try something different. Yeah. And which you haven't seen, and it might work, it might not, because it's definitely not my strong suit because it's something new. But no, yeah, I think when teammates fight teammates, like people know.
There's a predetermined kind of outcome already set in mind.
But yeah, I have Adesanya. Honestly,
I do too.
Can you go through that middleweight division, please?
Middleweight division. Let's see.
I don't know who can be Adesanya now that Pereira's gone. And another question I have. Can you answer for me? Why is Dana White so against repeating fights? Especially when they were close. I understand why he doesn't want to see Max Holloway Volkanovski again.
Oh, yeah,
I get that.
What would that be, like the 5th, 6th fight?
4th fight.
Shit, might as well be 5th.
But the 3rd one was really, really bad.
I mean, they played the I forgot what it was. What's his name? The Brandon Moreno fight versus Davison Figueroa like 4 times.
Because they were all close, but
but they were close and they were bangers.
Not only that, and they were kind of going back and forth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were kind of going back and forth, and one of them was a draw. So
okay, that's true.
By the 4th fight, they were still kind of
technically
tied. Yeah. But that helps it. But for example, I never understood why Amanda Nunes and Valentina Shevchenko 3 didn't happen. Like, the first fight was such a long time ago where Amanda Nunes wasn't that good, Shevchenko wasn't that good, Amanda Nunes clearly won.
I didn't even know they fought.
Yeah. The second fight, I believe Shevchenko won. I really do. It was such a close fight. I think Shevchenko pulled it out. But fine. I don't think it's a robbery or anything. They gave it to Amanda Nunes. Why didn't that fight happen again? Who cares that Amanda Nunes won twice?
Or maybe it's the fact that she retired.
No, come on. They were both dominating for years.
Yeah.
Like, they were literally having no fights. I'm like, have them fight each other. I would watch them. You know how basketball works?
Like
best out of 7?
Yeah.
I would watch them in the best out of 7. like see who wins best out of 7.
That goes through years though.
Not if you win 4 in a row.
That's still at least 2 years.
No, you would like.
You think you're gonna fight 4 fights in 1 year against the same person?
It'll be like a year and a half.
Okay, it's still multiple years.
Yeah, well, a year and a half.
It's still 2 years.
No, it's a year and a half.
Yes, but it still contains 2 separate years.
It contains more than 12 months. I agree with you, but no, it's not 2 years.
If you say, okay, which years did it happen between? It happened in 2023 and 2024.
Then that's 1 year.
No, it happened in 2
Unless
different
it happened
years.
like in January 1st.
Oh, Lord. It's like arguing with a wall over here. Anyway, you asked me a question about the middleweight.
Yeah, can you go through the rankings?
I think that's my answer.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him.
We got crap all on our last video, or one of our last videos, because we said that Dricus Duplessis doesn't stand a chance. And I think rightfully so.
Yo, man, he's too big.
He's a big dude.
He's too big. And
yes.
I'm sorry, Robert Whittaker was winning that first round, and then he just got hit once by that behemoth. And then he was like, I can't do this anymore. And then
Dricus Duplessis made him look bad.
Not only that, I don't like this, man, because I have a friend who fought this weekend, and he fought a behemoth of a person as well.
Did you see the fight?
Yeah, I saw the fight. It wasn't very long.
Seconds.
Yeah, it wasn't very long. But that guy's huge, man. I'm like,
why?
Why is this dude here? I'm like, that's not fair, bro. Like, you got to fight people your own size.
Wasn't it a submission?
What are we talking about?
the fight with your friend.
Yeah, it was a submission.
Oh, we can say it on the podcast. He's been on the podcast.
Yeah, Isaiah's. Isaiah's gonna get it. Well, not guy versus that guy. That guy's huge, man. He's big. And then
he was a cut weight. He had to cut weight.
No, yeah, and Isaiah's is gonna cut more because he's too small for that division.
What weight class is he?
He was at 155.
Isaiah's was 155. So he's gonna cut it 45?
Yeah, but
dang.
Yeah, but that guy, you saw that guy? How the hell does that guy ever make 155? And Duplessis, right? You see Duplessis next to Whittaker, and they're like, these two shouldn't be in the same ring together.
Yeah, it's 2 different people.
Yes, man, and that's the only thing that happened to Robert Whittaker because he was killing it, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so do you think Dricus Duplessis?
I do think he has a chance, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's.
You think that's the best fight right now?
Yeah.
So we have Robert Whittaker, Jared Cannonier, Marvin Vettori, Sean Strickland, Paul Acosta, Derek Brunson, Roman Dolidze, Jack Hermanson, Brendan Allen.
Duplessis number 1, right?
Duplessis number 1.
Who's 2? Whittaker.
Barber.
3 is Strickland.
Cannonier.
Vettori,
and then Strickland. He's number 5.
Cannonier has no chance. Strickland
Vettori's
has
already
no
lost.
chance. Vettori has no chance.
Robert's already lost.
Whittaker has a chance, but not a good one. I think no, it's just Duplessis, and after that, I think Adesanya has to retire.
Yeah, he won't retire though.
Honestly, I hate to do this because he hasn't had a real fight yet. But Bo Nickel.
Oh wow.
Bo Nickel, if he can hurry it up, you know what I mean? If he can hurry it up, if he can start fighting a little bit more consistently, and
This is what okay, look. Duplessis, let's say happens in
say
4 or
Duplessis
5 months.
say Duplessis happens in February. Let's say that, right?
Okay, yeah.
If Bo Nickel can have
3 to 4.
two fights between them,
I think 3 fights.
because
He's not even ranked right now.
that's why. Who's number 15?
15 is Andre Munoz.
Okay, he can fight him. If he fights Andre Munoz in
He's still so young. He still has a lot to learn. He doesn't have a lot of his striking game. The only thing he has right now is his ground game.
no, this is what I'm trying to say. If in what month are we in? September. If in November,
December.
if in October,
March.
Bo Nickel fights Andre Munoz and wins, who's 10?
Right now, Brendan Allen.
It's a tough fight. Like say if he beats Brandon Allen, now we're talking.
Yeah, but I still don't think that qualifies him in a
it
rankings
doesn't.
fight.
It doesn't. But remember, if he fights, like say if he fights in November, in January he fights Brandon Allen. In March or April he fights. Now give me now he fights Cannonier.
Okay.
Now he's ready.
And then for what? October?
In October.
So another year.
Yeah, in a year.
I don't think that's a good business move to push him that quickly, because the way that they want to push him, to me, it looks like very similarly to the way that they push O'Malley. The same thing that they've done with O'Malley is
O'Malley took years.
Exactly. Because they wanted to make sure that
O'Malley wasted time. Let's be honest. Not wasted time, but O'Malley fought guys that were like, "Why are you fighting this guy?"
But I think that has to do with the fact that they're trying to build him. They're trying to give him.
I get it, but he already had 2 of those fights, right? He already had 2 of those fights where they didn't last 30 seconds. Now, I think fighting.
I don't think you can really count the last fight though, because the last fight was a last-minute fight, and it was somebody who wasn't even in the UFC.
I get it, but what can we do? Like that's who
you got to give him more time.
But
give him more time.
Okay,
Give him, not to say more fights, but give him more time.
Who is Adesanya gonna fight?
That's undeniable. Like I agree with you that he doesn't have a lot of competition left after Duplessis, unless he wants to start doing who's the guy that we saw at the mall in Utah. Usman. And let's start doing what Usman did, where he just starts going and
he
doubling.
He already did it. That's what I'm saying. It's like he can't do that.
Okay, he did that with Robert. Okay.
No, he beat Whitaker twice. He beat Vettori twice.
Okay.
He beat Brunson twice.
Okay.
Like, who's he gonna fight next?
He's about to beat Strickland.
Look, if Adesanya doesn't fight Bo Nickel, I don't know who he's gonna fight. Okay. The only question is Hamza. Right?
Yeah.
Hamza has to fight Paulo Costa.
What's Hamza ranked?
He's not ranked at all. He's never fought. Oh, yeah, he has fought 185, but nobody important. And I think if Paulo Costa beats Hamza, he gets it. I think the winner of that fight, unless he retires, which honestly I don't think is a bad idea too. Like, you're filthy rich. When your fights get boring, you shouldn't be fighting. Because who's he gonna fight, man? Hamza Chimaev is interesting. And I think you're right, that gives Bo Nickel more time. So now he can fight. If he fights,
he gives him at least
he can fight, like say in
2
January
years.
or February of next year, around there, or March of 25.
Who?
Bo Nickel
Against
whoever the champion is.
I still think that's too soon.
If he's not fighting for the championship in 2025, and he's undefeated, like who do you want to fight?
No, in 2025 or in 2024?
Yeah, I said February, March of 2025.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that 2025.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I think that's reasonable.
Okay.
But I don't know. Let us know in the comments. Duplessis people, You can keep coming at us because I think he's gonna
Please
lose
do.
to Adesanya. He's gonna lose to Adesanya.
I don't
I'm
think
sorry.
he's gonna lose to Adesanya. I know he's gonna lose to Adesanya. You like that one?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. So South African people can come at us. You know, I got New Zealand friends too. So, and I got a Russian guy who keeps writing in Russian, and I like him. I don't know why. I like him. All right. So, please, we're gonna be here because Luis put his foot down. That's my boy. There we go. I'm so proud. I'm like a proud father. I don't even have to have a kid no more.
Did you want kids?
Nope.
See,
Nah, I definitely don't have to.
You're
get
welcome.
One. All right. See you next time. Please
Peace.
comment, like, subscribe. Peace.